These are my children, Owohlukileyo no Boykucho. My name is Tatsun Gonzo, and this is Dad, Why'd You Do That? A show for my kids, by my kids. As a single divorced dad of two beautiful boys, this is our journey. This is my family. Welcome to you and yours.
Hello, welcome to Dad, Why Do You Do That? This is a show where we ask our dad questions about his life.
Let's go.
Dad, why do you do that? Welcome, Tats. Yeah. This is a new guest. Welcome, Daddy, to the show.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you. 2 months ago, I asked my children to ask me questions. Questions about my life. Anything they wanted to know. Secretly, I wanted to open up the conversation, to have the conversations that I never got a chance to have with my parents.
Welcome to Kids Questions. Yeah!
The questions that followed inspired this show.
That is the best, actually. Your second one makes total sense. Actually makes sense. Okay, it's question time. Welcome, Daddy, to the show.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you. What am I doing here is the question.
We are going to be asking you questions about your life.
First question, hit me.
What hospital were you born?
I was born in the hospital that my mom used to work in, actually. My mom, is a nurse. Mm-hmm. And my mother worked in a hospital called Cecilia Makiwane. Cecilia.
Hey.
In the mic, remember?
Okay. Hey.
Cecilia Makiwane. Do you know who Cecilia Makiwane was?
No, not at all.
Cecilia Makiwane was the first black nurse in South Africa. And they named the hospital after her.
Born a few kilometers outside Alice Edigeni, Eastern Cape in 1880, having a teacher-preacher for a father and an assistant teacher mother was a good example for young Cecilia to follow.
That's where I was born, 1985.
Cecilia Makiwane, qualified teacher, activist, and pioneering healthcare professional. In 2002, Makiwane was officially honored by the Democratic Government of South Africa when it introduced the Cecilia Makiwane Nurses Recognition Award. As a recognition of service excellence, the Cecilia Makiwane Hospital, Mdantsane, is a symbol of recognition and honor bestowed upon her by the then homeland of Ciskei.
Dad, why do you do that? In preschool, probably.
Preschool?
Yeah, very complicated for the primary. Yeah, very complicated. It's easy for the preschoolers because they know the story.
Okay.
Dad, why do you do that? Welcome, Dad.
2 months ago, I asked my boys to ask me questions about my life.
Hello, guys.
Hello, Dad.
What have you got for me?
You got tons of questions.
I wanted to have the conversations that I never got a chance to have with my parents, with my children. Big mistake.
My first question. Why do you sleep late? Why can't you pick us up early? That's what I've been telling you this whole entire 2 years. Are you a Christian or a Muslim?
Woo!
Yes.
The questions were not easy.
Well,
The digging was hard. But the reward? My children got to know me.
number
And that's an
6.
inheritance I want to leave behind.
Why did you get divorced
Why did I get divorced?
with mommy?
Daddy was very bad at talking about how he feels when he was married to mommy. And it's very hard to live with someone who doesn't talk. And it's also very hard to be someone who doesn't talk. And I think I learned how to talk too late. When I got divorced with mommy, it's because I thought that I couldn't do it. And ever since then, I've been trying to learn how to go to therapy and learn how to talk about my feelings and be able to tell the people I love how I feel. So,
And now you accomplished that.
well, now I'm still learning.
You still learning.
I'm still learning, and you guys teach me every day.
Yay.
And that's why I also tell you guys to not be afraid to talk and always speak up for how you feel in your heart, no matter who's in front of you. Because you don't want to lose that voice. Because when you lose that voice, you lose yourself. And Daddy lost himself for many years. And it's taken a lot of work to get back to myself, but I'm doing it and I'm working.
Yay.
Does that make sense?
Yes. When did you get your first phone?
I've got a question.
Oh.
Do you guys have girlfriends?
I wouldn't really count them as girlfriends.
Them? What do you mean them?
There was a point in preschool, probably.
Preschool?
Yeah, preschool, where there was multiple groups of people.
Yes.
And at that time, usually people, mostly, I think it was the boys or the girls. That what? I think that was the... That what? Usually the girls probably would
what?
like... quickly, let me finish speaking. Where they would, most of the times, usually, they'd go to a boy that they like and they'd like ask them. I don't know how they even got the confidence to do that. Somehow they just did. It's happened with...
No, like, she only had it when she was in primary, not preschool.
So in preschool, girls came to you and
Yes,
said
multiple
what?
times.
And said what, Kujo?
They mostly say like, ask questions about you, and when they figure out who you are, and like they want, they don't or yes ask if you can be my boyfriend.
Okay. And do you have a girlfriend?
Yes.
Do you have a girlfriend?
I wouldn't really count it because
because we like. You say you counted, but I don't really count it because first there's only really one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them have left the school, so we have not seen them in about 3 or 4 years.
Okay.
So I wouldn't count that as a girlfriend anymore. Because she's
haven't
probably
seen-
just-
But did you break up with not break up, but did you
No.
did you say to each other,
Yes.
thank you, but we are now
Yes. No, it wasn't really like that. We'd
do our own things and then somehow, boom, gone.
gone?
so they'd leave the school to go to another
Complicated
school.
even at night. Is it complicated or is it easy?
It's easy for the preschools because they know the story.
Very complicated for the primary. Yeah, very complicated.
It's easy for the preschoolers because they know the story.
Okay. Do you know if Daddy has a girlfriend?
Maybe.
Why do you do that?
Okay, do you have any other questions before?
I'm not done yet.
Okay, you're the host of the show.
I realized I used to love so many things when I didn't have children that I hate now because I have children. I didn't know that about myself. Then I had kids. I was like, oh, I hate public holidays now. All of them. Yeah, when they fall on a school day. Oh, no. June 16 was on a Wednesday. I was like, oh, why can't people just learn in Afrikaans sometimes? Now I have to stay with my kids on a Wednesday because people don't want to do mondelings. Women's Day was on a Thursday. I will not tell you what I thought because the judgment, I can feel it here. Guys, we need more judgmental people. I'm a single dad with 2 children. Do you know what I would do if there were no judgmental people in the world? I would leave my children. Okay, thanks, mate. I don't because I know you guys. Fatherhood. Okay, I'll stay. What is it, my boy? Keep judging. Keep judging. Keep judging. Love my kids.
Why do you do that? This is not our dad, it's our uncle.
Uncle Simi.
Uncle Simi. It took like over 42 weeks to come out when it comes 40. And it took me 38 weeks. So it's like...
Oh, you know how pregnancy works. Oh, you know, like 42 weeks. Oh, you clever.
So then, Owa almost stayed in mommy's tummy for 10 months. But
Yeah.
I was just quick when they were supposed to be normal size.
Okay.
My next question. How old? So it's basically two things in one question. How old were you when you first met Dad, and where?
We're at Wish, which was a comedy club. Your dad's really, really competitive. Like badly so. But for example, if you are playing chess, he must defeat you.
Yes.
If you are playing Monopoly, even when you're losing and you owe the bank money, you must give him his money. He likes to win.
I can tell that when we're at home, he always asks to play chess, and no matter how hard we try, Dad will always win. He plays it everywhere: his laptop, his phone, at home.
You know your dad's a comedian, right? Mm-hmm. And then your dad used to play songs on a guitar. And then one day, I jokingly said, you can only play songs on a guitar. And then he put the guitar down and he became incredibly funnier.
So you told him that he's not allowed to play on.
Yeah, I thought it was what we would call a crutch. You know what a crutch is? Like something you rely on. Turns out he was really, really gifted.
Yes.
So I had what we would call egg on my face. But let me tell you something. This is just a side note. My grandfather taught me how to play chess, right? And he never let me win until I beat him. I was 15 years old. I beat him for the first time. And I was like, oh, Opa, did you make me win? And he's like, no, you beat me fair and square. I was like, oh, because you made me lose for so many years, like 15 years. How does it feel? It felt great. Anyway, any more questions before I bring your dad in?
I can't think of any more. Yeah.
Okay, cool. This is when you look into that camera and you say, thanks for having Uncle Simi. We'll see you around.
Thanks for having Uncle Simi. We'll see you around. Bye-bye.
You know, Leander, this is the reason why the reason why I wanted to have music in this show is because I always find music makes things just sounds better. What is your name, madam? Bunny? Theresia. You can look at Theresia. Can either say Theresia or I can say Theresia. You see, even I felt it. I felt it. I'm saying I felt it. Because when you sing it, it's just sexy. You're just looking like Theresia. 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 1, 2, Theresia. Theresia. 1, 2. Theresia. 1, 2. We love you, man. Theresia. I say 1, 2. Oh, Theresia. Hold on.
Let's go.
5, 4, 3,
2, 1. Your time is up. Sorry.
No, this is not. Nah.
What's up?
There was a TV show when I was young called Jam Alley, where they used to, if you didn't know the answer, they used to count you down.
Okay. Next question.
Yes.
When you were born and you were in Makulu's house, Was Dati Makulu and Makulu looking after you, or was it just Dati Makulu and Makulu? Or no, was it just one of them?
Was it one of them? No, my parents were married, still married.
So Makulu and Dati Makulu would they'd be with all of you, and then because what point was it where Makulu had to start going back to work, and then Makulu was there, and then Makulu had to go somewhere, and then Makulu was there.
Right. So my mother, Makulu, used to work at the hospital, which was near the house, and then my dad used to work in town. Do you remember where town, East London?
Yes.
You know the distance?
Yes.
How far do you remember? How far that is?
It's
Yeah.
quite far away.
20 minutes. So my dad used to drive from Tanzania to town where he used to work at Old Mutual. And then when I was at home, I used to have a nanny that I was very scared of. I used to cry every time my parents used to leave me because I was scared of that lady. But she just had a scary face. And every time that door closed when my parents left me, I used to scream. Like you scream, you don't scream.
No.
You almost keep your feelings inside.
Yes.
And you
Let it out.
let it out.
But it really does depend, because usually I keep it to myself and find a way if I can solve it by myself. But if I struggle to do that, then I'll ask someone else.
Okay.
Like recently, I've been struggling on something that I've been thinking, and I've been telling mommy,
Good.
and mommy's been helping me, and now I barely even focus on it.
Nice. As long as you keep talking to someone,
Then it's fine.
then it is fine, because you don't have to tell everyone your feelings, but you do have to tell.
Someone
Otherwise,
that you trust.
yeah. Otherwise, your life falls apart.
Dad, why do you do that?
Do you know if Daddy has a girlfriend?
No.
What would you? Do you want Daddy to have a?
Yes. Yeah. Maybe 1,000,000%. So then I can get a stepmom.
Why do you want me to have a girlfriend?
Because it would be nice. It'd look cute.
It look cute.
Yeah.
You can't just be in a relationship because things look cute. A relationship isn't a plant in a set.
Hallelujah.
So you guys are ready for me to have a girlfriend?
Yes. I've been
waiting
ready
for
for
it.
years.
Not for years, only I've been wanting
You
that
haven't been ready. You used to. Do you know that you used to get angry? Not angry, but
sad.
You used to get sad when I used to hug other
No.
people.
No, not a hug.
Oh, yes, I
What?
remember
When
that.
you kiss people, I'll go like, yeah.
I never kiss people in front of you. To greet, like a.
You no, just like soccer players do when they get awards.
Okay, how did I? Who did I kiss, and how did I kiss them in front of you?
You've never kissed them in front of you, but you have kissed them, just not in front of you. Or you'd only do it if it was like a greeting.
Yes, and then he would not be happy. Why?
I remember that.
You also saw that
I remember because this one time
in the mic.
This one time came to the house that we live in now.
Yeah.
She was going upstairs, and in the middle of that, Kucha was busy saying that she didn't want you to start kissing them. And then
I saw you.
yes,
guys.
I remember
I
that.
saw
And
you
then
guys.
Kucha
You saw us.
Yes, I saw you. I was like, "Ugh."
We weren't hiding from you. Why are you saying like you saw us, like you found us?
I got you 4K.
Eh?
I got you 4K.
You got me 4K. What does that mean?
Okay.
What does that mean? Oh, you caught me red-handed. You caught me 4K. So now, do you mind if I kiss?
yes, maybe yes.
Why though? Do you know why?
It's a thing that happens in life.
It's okay. Then I won't do it in front of you until you're ready.
Like, I'm ready now because I've seen mommy kiss.
Oh, that's.
Now I'm ready.
You're just gonna say that.
I'm just gonna go like, goodbye.
What? Okay. So will you guys help me find a partner?
Yes. I would do it until
You
for
will-
like do something like sacrifice.
You won't sacrifice, but you'll help.
No, but I'll help.
Of course I will.
I'll
You'll help, but just enough, not enough to be too much for you.
No, not too much helping.
Okay. How are you guys gonna help me?
First, 3 steps. 1, find the girl that you want. 2, will help you with the confidence for you to actually like speak to her, ask her questions, like have fun with her, those kind of things. And 3, we're gonna get some stuff for you.
You're gonna get some stuff for me.
I know.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, boys. I thought I was coming here to answer questions, and next thing I know, I'm gonna get help to get a girlfriend. Daddy's getting a girlfriend. Daddy's getting a girlfriend. Daddy's getting a girlfriend. Okay, I'm ready to go.
Thanks for answering all of our questions.
You're welcome, my boy.
That's all we have for today. Remember, this is the show, Dad, Why'd You Do That?
First episode.